You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. Let's talk about Jon Gruden. As we know, he's got a lawsuit against Roger Goodell and the NFL for what he believes is his forcing out from the Las Vegas Raiders. And, well, we agree. We agree with him on that. He was the subject of a cancellation campaign that he believes behind the scenes was strategically sent to a couple of different media entities. I believe one of them was the New York Times. And the NFL wanted him out. They sent one email. Mark Davis did not want to get rid of Jon Gruden. Well, a week went by. Mark Davis refused to fire Jon Gruden, so they leaked another email out. And after the second email, Mark Davis, who was very vocally not happy about having to get rid of Jon Gruden, let him go. Well, as we know, Jon Gruden has filed that lawsuit against the NFL, and they came out and just said it. They believe the NFL targeted Jon Gruden to pressure the Raiders to get him fired. Plain and simple. They have come out and said it now, and let's get to this. Larry Brown Sports. Jon Gruden's attorneys argue the NFL pressured Raiders to fire him. Jon Gruden believes the NFL pressured the Las Vegas Raiders to force him out as head coach last year, and those allegations have now been spelled out in legal documents. The NFL's lawyers have been pushing to settle Gruden's lawsuit through arbitration rather than discovery, as they want to keep the case private. One judge already ruled against that last month on the grounds that Gruden's contract with the Raiders limited arbitration to disputes directly between Gruden and the team, not the league as a whole. The NFL appealed the decision. Court documents from the latest filing were obtained on Thursday by 8 News Now. In responding to the NFL's appeal, Gruden's attorneys claim the NFL pressured the Raiders to fire Gruden after emails were sent that contained racist, sexist, and homophobic language were leaked roughly a year ago. And here's the odd thing. We brought this up before. You know, they were leaked during the season. And the NFL had these emails and knew about them and knew they were going to pursue action against Gruden well before the season started. And they waited until the season was going on. The Raiders could have found a different coach, although Rich Bisaccia did a fine job. But again, I'll remind everybody, Gruden was 5-4 when he got let go, and there was real showing of progress from that Las Vegas Raiders team. And Bisaccia took what Gruden did and ran with it. You got to give him credit for that. Gruden claimed that the NFL was responsible for leaking the emails, which were acquired as part of the outside investigation into the Washington Commanders franchise. Now, keep in mind, that's the same investigation that the Attorney General in D.C. just filed a lawsuit claiming the NFL and Roger Goodell actively participated in a cover-up and interference involving the misconduct in the Washington Commanders. This thing has got so many roots growing out of it. It's unbelievable. And as a side note, I'm just going to come out and say it, I believe this misconduct lawsuit from that D.C. AG, I believe it ultimately gets Roger Goodell fired. I do. If his lawsuit against the league continues, the process of discovery will likely reveal exactly where the emails came from. That everybody wants to know. That process would allow the public to gain access to other materials obtained as part of the Washington investigation. The NFL has consistently refused to publicize detailed findings on that investigation. We say blow it up. A recent report made it seem like someone else might have been responsible for the Gruden leak, but the NFL obviously does not want the public to find out the answer. And that's where this is headed. is the NFL is going to end up getting the curtain peeled back on this one way or another, either from the DCAG or from Gruden and his lawyers. But the NFL is about to get exposed around everything. The Commanders themselves, the active participation that Goodell and the rest of the league may have had in that, and who ordered the code red on Jon Gruden. Everybody wants to know. There's been a feeling for a while that really and truly the league would love to figure out a way to oust Mark Davis as the owner. They want a Jerry Jones, Stan Kroenke, Robert Kraft type, Jeff Bezos, who's rumored for the Commanders gig, or David Tepper, or the Walmart group that just bought the Broncos. They want that kind of leadership group to ultimately own the Raiders. They believe the Raiders should be even bigger than they are as a product, as a brand, and we know the Raiders got a national following. But they feel like Mark Davis can't do the job. That's been the speculation and the very heavy rumor from some of the folks that I follow that cover intimately the Raiders and have knowledge of things that go on in and around that situation out there. Very interesting indeed. Man, I hate to root for somebody to be taken down, but Goodell has had his grimy hands in so much bullshit. Okay? Not to mention all his brave, stunning, and courageous social justice campaigns that we've heard that most of the actual owners in the league are not big fans of. I'd like to see Goodell possibly take a big old fat L in all of this. That'd be hilarious, and we deserve to know, because the thing that's going to make the NFL look horrible, what happens if we find out there's 72 other emails that were considered offensive from various other entities around the league, and the NFL just ignored those, but not Gruden? You get my point? Tell me what you think. Black and White Sports 2 supporters. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.